We're in the national database business. And this is the future of that business. Now, any expansion of the National Register or DNA databases has always had the anxiety brigade jumping up and down.
So we were left with national databases that didn't talk to each other. In truth, everyone knew it was only a matter of time before they did. The Victoria bomb and the others just hurried the inevitable along. Well, here she is, the intrusive state machine. Big Brother.
A simple laptop. It's all about what Tallulah here can access.
And what she can access is TIA.
Sorry? TIA, Total Information Awareness. TIA is the entire UK in one database. Birth to death, day to day, up to date, and in real time.
A completely new generation of interaction. Absolute surveillance. With TIA, all the walls come down.
Yeah, with encryption that guarantees only the right people have it, so they can get to know all about the wrong people.
Self-funding within 10 years, with strict government controls on data sales to the private sector. That's what a lot of Tallulahs will be doing from this room.
Yeah, and all linked to your ID card.
What has any of this got to do with me?
TIA is about to become law, and it should be a shoo-in.
We designed and built it, so we've got the contract to run it. Naturally, we liaise with the government, and we want you to be our man in Whitehall.
TIA can cross-reference acquaintance and activity, so it would automatically profile individuals who try to avoid joining the database. If someone interacts with anyone on the database and they themselves are not registered, they will be flagged and the system will automatically investigate them.
We'll be able to enhance citizen profiling. We've all got used to the idea of profiling, especially in air travel. With TIA, we'll be able to go nationwide.
It's used to identify the buying patterns of customers, predict customers who are likely to change credit card affiliations, or those susceptible to certain offers.
TIA will have enough information on all UK citizens to predict individuals with likely intent of criminal or terrorist acts.
We are not pursuing a policy of total security, but we are committed to making our country as safe as is reasonably possible. And to do so, it is vital that we introduce TIA.
Now, this is precisely the same argument put forward for the introduction of ID cards, and they have not increased the safety of this country by one jot.
With respect, Lord Causton, the police, the security services, the overwhelming majority of the public would disagree with you about ID cards. Every opinion poll...
But what the public need to know is if TIA becomes law, then every person's card will not only show who they are, but will monitor every single second of their lives, both public and private.
That really isn't the case. But what is perfectly clear is that we need the best intelligence that we can get. It has been a huge sea change from the society that we lived in 10, 15 years ago. But the only important right that will be lost with this bill is the right to disappear, that's all.
Well, what the public will want reassurance on is cost. And the fact that these databases have so far been an absolute nightmare.
Stephen, perhaps you'd like to join in.
Yes, Mr. Gibbon says is quite correct. They're a complete nightmare.
When governments manage them, that is.
And even when they are contracted out, they micromanage them to death and the costs go through the roof.
But TIA could work. It will work.
Yes, when handled by the right people in the private sector. I mean, that's why
But I'm not sure I agree with the Minister. You see, having read this is such a sea change from where we were 10, 15 years ago. Not at all. I mean, in Quarendo, they've known about each and every one of us for years. What all the important information you can sell, your income, your diet, how much alcohol you consume, what books you read, how much your house is worth, your last 3 addresses, who you phone, who phones you, where you travel to, who travels with you, where your children go to school. It would take about 4 minutes for them to do a complete breakdown of any single one of us and then predict with a fair degree of certainty, anything up to 95%, what our attitudes would be to law and order, change, risk, what kind of person we're most likely to marry, the exam grades our children will achieve, where we are on every given day, our life expectancy, and the amount of tax your estate would yield when you die. I mean, according to this, anyone who thinks TIA is alien or foreign to this country has been asleep for a decade, probably several. These people have been making a fortune out of prying into your lives, and you couldn't legislate against them or their type if you tried, not unless you banned credit cards and the internet, which would be rather, totalitarian.
If by experience you find that you lose a certain amount of liberty in return for a precarious security.
Yes, you decide what matters
and you don't
to you.
mind, then you don't.
Yeah, you call it a
learn, do you?
hierarchy of values. I say what matters to you. And if I lose liberty, then it takes away the basic reason for living.
So what is
if you're
it
the
that-
sort of person who doesn't mind about having any liberty, provided you've got a house and food coming to you and you will do what you're told to do, then perhaps you won't mind. I suppose it's the difference between being born free and living life like an animal at the zoo in a cage.
Yeah.
All right, some animals do live lives in cages. But I mean, for me, freedom is part of life. It's
vote.
well,
So
I only
we're
use that as an example to show the difference between you can have total security without any freedom.
Sure. But now, I was
To some people, that would be attractive, not to me at all.